Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on pulling the gas tank out of this 57 Plymouth wagon Sabrina. They don't make these gas tanks, they don't repop them, so we're going to go ahead and try to get the original one out, do some cleaning on it, and see if hopefully there's no holes in it, and recondition all that good stuff. We'll bring you guys along for the whole ride, but in the meantime, let's bring you in here and show what we're working on. Okay, so I got the camera kind of adjusted all the way up, and the car's like kind of where it is on the rack. So I'm going to go ahead and set this camera down here. You can see we got 3 Phillips screws to pull, and the flat screwdriver screw right here. And I think we're going to pull this flat one first, because I don't know if the gooseneck or if the filler nut comes out this way or that way down. I'm hoping it goes down, and I'm hoping this is just a cap on here that kind of holds everything in place, but I have no idea. So we're going to find out together. So let's do that. You guys can just sit here and watch me work. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Well, right now I'm just pulling out one of the Phillips screws. This isn't even bolted on here. This is just kind of sitting here. Just take this off and set it behind us for now. You don't need to hear that rattle around. Now, if you're wondering why these screws came right out, they didn't. Here's one. I'll show you how we persuade them. I was gonna find a screwdriver that would take some punishment, but I just found this plastic one, so it's probably not gonna work. It's Pittsburgh, so that means it's gonna break probably the first couple tries. Anyways, you take your screwdriver, put it in there, and just kind of give it a few taps, and that should break it loose. Now, yeah, camera loose. So a lot of you guys out there are gonna say, just get an impact screwdriver. Well, I don't have one. So, you know, if you wanna send me one though, you're more than welcome to. I'll give you the address, just send me a message and we'll give you the address where you can send it to, because I can certainly use an impact screwdriver. I use an awful lot of those beating around on things, and it doesn't really do anything, so impact screwdriver would be nice. So I think we're gonna have to take the car up and get under it just enough to work on it. So let's do that. All right, so bringing it up in here, here's what we got going on. So this quarter panel has been dented in, and of course it's right where the gas tank goes, so we got to push this out. We're gonna have to hammer this out and get that back out, and we're gonna blast this bolt right here, which is a strap that holds it in, and then we have another bolt here and another bolt, you can see it right up in here. Okay, so that should be it. I talked to a good friend of mine that's pulled his out of his wagon. Thanks, Jay. But let's get a wire brush and we'll wire brush all that before we blast this. I highly doubt that after 157 years, this bolt being on there, it's gonna come off. But a guy can hope. Guy can hope. When you talk about a rust penetrator, all I can say is Blaster's got its work cut out for itself with this one. There. It's like it was begging to come out of there. Oh boy. All right, let's get you over here. That way you can see what's going on. I don't want you left over there alone. Cool. That one's released. All right, so let's get this quarter panel whacked out of the way. For that, I'm guessing we're gonna use a quality piece of lumber, like a 2x4. We'll try that maybe. All right. Well, I didn't have any 2x4, but luckily I had this 4x2. Let's see if that one will work. Wish I had a 2x4, but sometimes you gotta do with what you got. You know? Oh boy, this is gonna be trouble. This is gonna be trouble. I don't know, what would you do? We gotta get this quarter panel out of the way, or we can get the gas tank out. We can get the gas tank, the ass tank. We can't get the gas tank out, we're in trouble. And this quarter panel just had to be dented. But maybe I'll pry against that strap though. I'm gonna get a pry bar anyways. So I got a crowbar. Well, it's working, but it's just not working in the right spot. Let's try to gently work in here. Ever so gently. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. All right. So, gently. There, that's working. Now I think we can get that 4x2 in there. And do a little smack whack. And maybe make some headway. I doubt it, but maybe. Hey, the quarter panel needs to work anyways. Now it just needs a little bit more, that's all. But we gotta get the tank, that's what's important here. You can't lose sight of what's important. I think that might be enough to clear. Whew. Now we definitely got some quarter panel work to do now. If we was restoring it, that would bother me. So, let's do a little tappy on that. Pull that down. There we go. And I think I'm going to say oh. All right, we're going to try the Tim Pack on it. I don't know. Size even? I wasn't really caring if that was coming out there. I just wanted to shake off all the rust. Now we can get serious about it. I could torch and heat it up, but we're dealing with a fuel tank. I'm not real comfortable with that. For some reason, I don't know. think we could probably, let's wire wheel that nut off a little bit, or bolt. Wire wheel this off a little bit. That looks pretty good. Now, placing all bets that it still won't come off there. At least it looks better. In case we wish to leave it there, at least it looks better. All right. Let's get the tin pack on it. I think it's moving. By golly, I think it's moving. You don't have to give it Dungeons, you gotta give it to Peppers. Something, I don't know. Oh, all right, let's, contact. Look at that, how beautiful. There's my nut, right there inside. All right, where did that go? Right there, look at that. So there it is, we're gonna clean that up. Make it all beautiful. There's the nut, beautiful. I'm nursing a shoulder injury, not that it matters to you folks, but it matters to me. Oh, good Lord. Yep. Let's break the front one loose and see if we can get in on that one. I don't know where I'm gonna put you. You guys see now? Ha, good. 'Cause I can't. All right. Now, I'm very willing to bet that there's no way that's going to come out of there. I won't get that lucky. I'm probably lucky enough just to get on it at all. Come on. Hey, come on. You don't wanna, huh? Why do you fight me like that? Thought we were friends. Alright, now do you want to try to go on? I mean, just try, you might like it. Alright, we're gonna have to get an extension then. We'll play that way. There we go. 365 days later, we can actually get to address pulling our nuts off.
Need some wobble pops.
I got wobble ones.
Now you need a 15 deep socket, or whatever that is.
15? You ain't working on no metric crap.
I know, I seen the Husky and it looked like a 5. The H looked like a 5.
Detroit steel here, man.
No one do it.
One's out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the gas tank out, but we've got to get this gooseneck filler out of here. And I don't know how it comes out. So what we're gonna do is I think that it just comes out of the tank. Like shimmies out. Ooh, she stinks. So we're gonna take some channel locks. So we're gonna put a little twisty on it to help it. Oh yeah, there it is. And that stuff probably all went in the tank. But that's, you see the condition of it, and it's pretty rusty. So this does not look promising for how the tank's gonna look. But you know, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So I'll set this aside. And the curvature this went in there was kind of like this. So you see that in the video, see? Kind of curved down like that, because this here tightened in like right there, like that. So that's about where we got to put it back in at, just like that. So you can see this tab is pointing towards the tailgate here, And I'm gonna mark the hole that came out of. I don't know about you guys, but I like to mark my hole. And this would be the hole for the filler neck right here. And they'll tell me what direction it's supposed to go in there. And I think we're gonna put a new rubber seal on it here. I'm sure they don't make one, so we're gonna go ahead and have to make one ourselves. But I'm gonna set this aside. Now, because we didn't have to pull the outer screws that we did earlier, we're gonna go ahead and put those back. That looks like, I don't know if that's debris or a spider, but either way, we're gonna leave it right there. So there, that's gonna tighten that ring back in there. Like I said, the car's not getting a full restoration. Otherwise, we would have took the ring off and just cleaned everything around it. But once again, it's not getting a restoration. So, all right, cool. So we're good to go. So I'm gonna bring you guys down now. We're gonna raise the car back up a little bit. Actually, let me check and see. Maybe I can get to. We'll bring the car up. That's what we're gonna do. Did I mention we're gonna bring the car up? That's what we're gonna do. What I didn't do is spend the extra money on a jack for the lift. Dummy. So if they offer you the jack when you get the lift, you probably should take it because it's not going to be cheap to ship it. It's extremely heavy. And now, learning from our mistakes, which is what we always do, I'm going to have to go and order a jack eventually here and pay out my wazoo for shipping because I should have ordered it in the first place, but I didn't. So now I'm stuck with trying to cobble up floor jacks and use it, and it's just not very safe. It's kind of sketchy is what I'm trying to say. So yeah. So anyways, let's maybe raise this up a little bit more and see. All right, folks, you can't have any kind of copyrighted music out, so we're listening to a little of whatever's on these videos. All right, so we'll bring you in here a little bit. I don't know where about the spot to hang this besides in your way. So, right. So if you look, you can kind of see the bolt we got to get to is right up there. And you know, that's just gonna pull the one. And on the back, you can probably see it. I'm probably never gonna. There we go. Okay, it's got a nut on the back, so it's just gonna be a bolt. So we don't even have to get to the back of that one over there. Sweet, cool. All right, so we'll pull just that one off there then, or see if we can clean the heads of those off. So let's start with that. All right, you guys all right with that? Because we still got to get back there yet. And then like the fuel line and sending unit yet. And it appears like it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but maybe with that plate out of the way, it won't be so bad. So you're just going to get a seat wherever. Hey, the spring's right in the way of where you guys are going to be. So let's move you. Can you see that up there? Probably not. You still can't see, can you? Well, you know what? I can't get you any higher, so I don't know what to tell you. You're just not gonna have a good seat. But regardless, we gotta get to work, so we'll have to fast forward in or something, I don't know. Time lapse or something. I gotta get my safety Googles though. Because believe me, with the way my day's been going, I'm guaranteed to get stuff in the eyeballs. Probably wonder what this wonderful music is, right? It's called Free Music. Free Music. The guy that recorded it didn't want credit for the music. Can't imagine why. And it's a 6-headed bolt, so why not try 12 socket to mess it up? 12 point. Oh yeah, it's not even close. What? Yeah, this is fun. That's fantastic. That's great. And as soon as I cut it off, that means I gotta drill it out. I don't want to do that. I don't want to drill it out. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna pause you because while I address this, nothing you can do. Alright guys, so I think I got it all unbolted now. We're gonna go ahead and lower it down a little bit and see what happens. See if it starts to want to drop out, which it probably is not going to. So what I'm going to do is lower the jack and leave it down a little bit. See if I can. This bracket. Like that. There we go. Stay there, stay there. Okay, now we're gonna get this plate right here. Stick it in the back of the ramp. Like that, there. Now we're gonna roll the car back. This side anyway. I don't know. That's kind of a good sign. How's that? I don't really see any. That looks pretty good. I think we can get that out of there now. I'm just seeing how the back is going. Yep. All right. You can see where the floor is going. We are good. All right. We'll drop you out now. I'm not sure what the doors here are. I'm going to tell them about that. I'm assuming everything is factory. It's out! Cowabunga! Cowabunga! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Let's just say, shoot. Oh. So the problem is we got some holes, okay? And it's all right where that metal bracket was, the big bracket motor. There's one big hole right there. There's another one. There's another one. Alright guys, so this is bad.
This is bad.
Like the whole inside of this tank on this is the inside part really, which went towards the bracket, and I think that all this is just so bad. I don't think that this is going to be able to be saved. I mean, you would literally have to cut the whole side of this tank off and put a new side on it. So my big fear has came true. And you can see the holes are pretty excessive in here. We got even a pinhole there. I mean, I'm gonna give a marker. Yeah, so let's just kind of go through real quick. We got this one, that one, that huge one, two there. Obviously this crater here, another one there, looks like a pinhole here, another one here, another one looks like here, another one here with a pinhole next to it, another one there, looks like another one here. Yep, not dirt. It's moving down. Another one here. Another one here. And another crater over here. Oh, this thing's like Swiss cheese, man. Alright, we'll try to get the sending unit out in a minute. But for right now, let's go take a look under the car. Does it look like up inside the quarter? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, she held some condensation up here. So here's where the fuel wire comes in. We really should do something with this inner quarter. Oh, we got that all tore apart. What's really funky is they put that there to keep the road grime off the gas tank, and they didn't put nothing on the other side. It just all goes up in the wheel well, and that's the drive wheel. This is even the reverse wheel, and it still does that. That's weird. Look at the inside of that quarter though, man. Look at that. I mean, that's original stuff. 57, that's pretty crazy. You got some rot starting right back there. So water got back there. It's probably rotting on the outside. Yeah, rotting on the outside too. Yeah. The outside up there looked pretty good till it was done all in that corner. But the inner right there is good. That's just an outer replacement right there. That's easy enough. Frame looks good though. Remember guys, this car was taken out of a junkyard. And nothing to protect behind the wheel here. Just throw it everywhere. Wherever you want to throw the mud, just throw it. It's so weird. There's like nothing here. And then the bottom inner is rotted here. So see, the splash guard they put on the other side did help. The other side. This one needs an inner. And I believe the outer is. Yeah, the outer is good. Except here. See some outer work right there. Yeah. Yeah, right there. Trunk 4 looks good. Alright. Well, let's get back to work then. Let's go pull that sending unit real quick. Take a look.
First, I want to make sure. It appears to be.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what this is going to smell like?
She states.
It's going to smell like varnish. What's it going to smell like? I probably should pull that fuel line off there too. I love these clamps. Did I ever tell you that? These clamps are my favorite. Dude, there is no way. There is no way this is gonna work. Why did I think that this would ever be usable? Why did I think this would be usable? Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Look at that. And the rod's even gone. I mean, it's not even there. The float's not even there. I don't think the gas gauge worked. And that means, you know what that means? You know where the float is, don't you? It's right there. There it is. Oh my gosh. There is so much stuff in that tank, man. How am I going to get that float out of there? I want to see that float. So, if I do this, that is going to do nothing. It'll show me where it's at, but I can't get in there. Alright, let me set this down. You guys can still see, right? Okay. So we gotta fish that out of there. So I gotta get that up with something.
She'll do anything here. That's good. That's good. That's really good.
Got it.
Okay, and it's pretty good too.
Dude, this is like something to come out of the Titanic. This is crazy. There's the float. I don't think the gas gauge worked. Crap, man. Wow. That's crazy. I'll tell you something stinks.
Something stinks in here.
Dang, look at that, man. No way that's gonna work. I mean, none of it. Alright guys, well, I guess I'll come back at you in a little bit, then once I kind of figure out what the next step's gonna be. Probably just searching for a new tank and cleaning up underneath the car and getting some progress underneath there. Now we have tank dropped, the car can be cleaned up here pretty good, and then cleaned up on the passenger side a little bit, maybe clean the pumpkin a little bit, and then set it back down on the ground. So we can get at some of the dents, things like that. I should hook the battery up and see if I have power back here. That'd be kind of interesting to see. But in the meantime, we're just gonna hang this up here so it doesn't get hurt. And this will just be kind of just hanging out as well. So the gas tank's off. Now you guys know how to do it. Lift definitely makes it a whole lot easier. All right, guys, so we got the gas tank for the 57 Plymouth wagon. Got it all smoothed out, ground down, whatever, cleaned up. We're cleaning the inside right now, soaking the inside. It was a pretty clean tank overall. I don't have a light on right now. I wish I did, but anyways, it was a pretty clean tank inside, but the bottom was a little bit rusty, so we put a bunch of evapor rust in there, and we're gonna kind of let that sit overnight and check it out in the morning. We'll take it all out in the morning. It's already laid on its side several times to get all the sides. Did all that, so we're gonna go ahead and empty that out in the morning, and the bottom's all that's left to do, and rinse it all out and go from there. Paint it, restore it, prime it, seal it, whatever, all that good stuff. So all right, so we got the tank out here for the 57 wagon. We got the sending unit side kind of closed up for it now. We got it all in etching primer. We wire wheeled it all down, of course, as you've seen. Got it all in etching primer. Now we're gonna go ahead and scuff it up, and I'll show you what we're gonna use for that. We're gonna scuff it with this red Scotch Brite, and I got new pieces, but I'm gonna use up all these first. Then we're gonna hit it with this. We're gonna Rust-Oleum semi-gloss enamel. Then, hold on, there's more. Then we're gonna hit the lower section with this Duplicolor Rock Guard coating. So this will be, it's a textured finish, impact resistant, chip resistant, all that good stuff. So the lower section of the tank, which will be right down here, this is all the lower sections. We're gonna do the whole lower half of the tank with the Rock Guard, because I think it's gonna be cool. It'll be good, it'll protect it from all the road grime, all that stuff. Not that this car will ever see much for road grime, but it is what it is, right? So anyways, that's what we're gonna use. So we're gonna get this sanded down, get the Rust-Oleum on it first, and then we'll come back check with you once we get that on. This piece here goes in for the gas tank support. So we got this one blasted and primered, and I got another piece for it around here somewhere. I don't know where I put it just right now off the top of my head because I wasn't really planning this video, but got another piece for the gas tank too. So we'll go ahead and get those painted and get those ready to go into the 57 wagon Suburban Sabrina. All right, guys, so I'm working on the sending unit for the 57 Suburban wagon Sabrina, and I kind of had to recondition this sending unit the best I could. I got all this as clean as I could. It seems to be working. It's reading good on the ohm meter. Plug looks good. Everything looks pretty good on it. So we was able to recondition this. Plus, I put a new sock on it. The sock was shot that was on it. So this one is actually off of General Motors. And but hey, it fits fine. Works good. So, you know, I guess we got a GM part on the wagon. Big deal. Also, too, I bought these floats here. And these are like an aircraft float that everybody was saying that these are just the best. So I bought one of these because the old cork one, as you guys seen before, was shot. So what happened was, when I put this on the rod, I don't want to cover my secret yet. When I put this on the rod, the rod was way too long for this, and the float was way too short. Kept sliding all the way down the whole rod. So rather than cut the rod off, bam, I just did that. I had an old spring laying around, a little tiny spring, and just happened to be about the right size. I wanted something that was super duper lightweight, so it didn't affect the weight of the pull of the sending unit at all, of the float. So I threw a little spring in there. The clip fits right here as normal, so it's all exactly as it was from the factory right here on the end. So it can't slide off there. That's good. Springs on there, nice, super duper lightweight. And it will be just enough to hold that float over in that end. See how it moves just a little bit, but that's fine. So at least it doesn't slide all the way to the end now when it wants to move. So yeah, anyways, I thought I'd share that with you. I thought it was kind of a cool hack. I mean, we'll wait and see what happens, I guess. Who knows? Put a little spring in its step. So anyways, guys, so that's it on the wagon's center unit. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get back to the rest of the video on the tank. All right, guys, so here it is. The gas tank for the 57 wagon is all finished and complete. We got it all, went ahead and painted the whole thing. Got that all done, then went ahead over top of that with some rocker guard. Or, yeah, I think it was rocker guard is what it was called. But we got the new center unit put in it. It's good and dry now. Everything is good and dry with the tank, obviously. You got the, not the new center unit, but it's the one out of this tank, because this is the good tank that we got from California. And it was pretty good inside. It's one that we cleaned out. Good to go. The center unit all set. Good to go. It does test fine. Prayers that it works once it goes in the car, because you all know how that goes. The spout, spigot, all good, redone. Good to go. So it turned out really good, guys. We're pretty happy with that. That's the finished product for the gas tank. So there you have it, guys. The 57 wagon gas tank project finished, good to go. Hopefully it all works when we get it installed in the wagon. We'll make sure to bring it along for the installation process, though, so you guys can see how that works. So we do have a couple parts that was sandblasted. We got to paint those yet, and then we can go and get those back in the wagon once we go ahead and get those set and ready to go. So, all right, guys, thanks once again for tuning in, and we appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot very much. Don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to share with your friends too, guys, just in case they might like some of these old cars, turds, things we're working on. So anyways, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families. We love you. Peace.